Hello, everybody. Heidi ho. I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Hope your Thursday finds you happy and looking forward to the weekend. I certainly am. I had to go into the doctor today. Looks like I somehow contracted a slight ear infection. Don't ask me how, but I have. And so I was going to get checked for that. So my ears kind of plugged and it sounds a little hollow on one side. But I haven't had an ear infection since I was in elementary school, so it's just sort of weird having one and everything with the ear feeling sort of stopped up. But other than that, I feel absolutely fabulous. So I'm not, just take some meds and keep it pushing. Life's going well, and I wanted to come and talk to you today about your truth. And when I say your truth, I mean other people's truths of their lives and everything. To me, I've always said it. Truth is something that is very relative. For me, facts, however, are not. But truth is because we each have a different experience. We've lived different lives in different places under different circumstances. So the truth of our life can be very different from someone else's life and stuff. And the thing is, I try my best to respect that. The truth of someone else, what they're living, is can be really different than what I've lived in my life, and stuff. It's just sort of different. I have different experiences. I've known different people than you have. And so my truth is very different from other people's truth, but it doesn't make yours or mine less true. And the other day I was talking about who I was talking to, or here who I wasn't talking to when I do this blog and vlog. There are lots of people I'm not speaking to when I do this, and there's certain people that I couldn't speak to because I don't know their truth or I don't really have experience in it. Doesn't mean I'm not sympathetic towards their truth. It doesn't mean I can't feel sympathy regarding some of the things people go through. It's just not my truth. And there's some things I don't speak about because I don't really know what the experience is like. There are some personal things that I don't really speak towards because I don't know what the experience is like. I don't know what the experience is to have those things happen. And I don't want to be disrespectful and start talking about something that I don't really know about, and stuff. And, be disrespectful to people who may be having those experiences and stuff, which are always to me more complex than we like to think, and stuff. I know we try to make stuff really simple and we try to make answers to stuff really simple, but they're really not, and stuff. I can certainly give you some answers and I can certainly give you suggestions on what you need to do regarding this or that in your life. But really, things and people and situations are complex and stuff. And so when you answer, there may be like three or four answers that may fit one situation and stuff. There may be one answer that may fit the situation. It just sort of depends on a bunch of different factors and stuff. So the thing about your truth and my truth is that when I speak to stuff on this blog, I speak to the truth of Eugenia's life. And Eugenia's life is, it's you've got a background here or there. My dad died when I was 9. My mom's still alive. I have brothers. I come from a middle class family, lower middle class, and both of my parents were worked and everything, and I have a big family, and I've been married before and I'm married again. I have diabetes and stuff. I'm from the South, but I now live in the Pacific Northwest. So all those things make for a different truth regarding me. And so when I'm talking to you all, I'm talking from my experience. This will not, and I've said this all before, this will not fit everybody. I am not for everybody. Married Girl in the Weird World is not for everybody. It's not going to fit everybody. I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's questions. I'm not going to be able to cover everyone's issues or what it is that they're thinking about or what it is that they feel about a subject. I can't. There are lots of things that I don't talk about when I talk about things on here. I don't particularly talk about politics a lot. I don't talk about religion a lot and stuff because those are things to me. For the most part, you're not going to really change many people's minds about. Most people have whatever they've got made up. So I'm not going to get into a long argument trying to go back and forth regarding dogma with people and stuff like that. I don't have time for that sort of stuff. And then there are people that, like I say, I don't talk to about certain things. I can't. There's just some stuff I cannot relate to. Doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make you a good person or whatever. It's just some stuff I cannot relate to. I am not wealthy, so some stuff regarding being wealthy I maybe can't relate to. I was never severely impoverished. So I don't know things like that. There are things that I don't know about, and stuff. And because I don't know about those things, I don't really talk about those, and stuff. I don't really go off on people being single parents and all that stuff. I would hope that everybody that's a single parent would one day, if that's what they desire, to find somebody to share their life with, and have that, because I'm pro marriage all the time, every day and stuff, but I'm not going to talk about those sorts of things because I really don't know what it's like to be a single mom. And I know some single moms and stuff, but I still don't know what that experience is like and stuff, and how complex it can really be for someone who is single or even widowed and has kids and stuff. I'm not a parent, so I don't really talk too much about people raising their children. Now, I have spoken about people with some unruly children at times, but I don't really go on about people raising their kids and how you need to raise your kids and all that stuff. I'm not a parent. So there's just lots of stuff I don't talk about. And there are things that, I don't really talk about. And I know a lot of people talk about colorism issues in the Black community. I don't talk about those because I've never experienced those. I've never had an issue regarding, my people not liking me or whatever because of my color. There's been nothing. I've never been at a disadvantage because I'm this shade of brown. I've never had an advantage because I'm this shade of brown. There was nothing. I've kind of had nothing. So I don't talk about those sorts of issues. I don't too much talk about the hair issues and stuff because for me, hair is just hair. Wear it the way you want to wear it. And if you don't, you want to do something else with it, that's your business. I don't, there's lots of stuff I don't go on and on about because it's just not me and it's not part of my truth and the truth of who I am or what I have an interest in. And when I'm talking on this blog and when I'm giving information and all this stuff, what I really am trying mostly to reach is Black women kind of caught in the cross, they haven't been downgraded, but they haven't been celebrated and stuff, as a person and always as who I am, and not because I was a Black woman or whatever, but because who I was and because I come from a great loving family. I've always been celebrated because of me, and stuff. And so what I really wanted to find was not the people who were really super, super damaged by abuse and stuff, because like I say, I'm not a therapist, so I don't do therapy. And I wouldn't ever assume to want to do therapy on here and stuff. Those issues are too deep for people to start talking about on blogs. Those issues are too deep, too sensitive, and too complex to talk about on a blog and stuff. So I don't do that. What I do is try to meet folks who are in the middle, maybe, and who haven't been downed but haven't been celebrated and stuff. The hope is to try to get people to be and figure out who their authentic self is, and then celebrate that. Be who it is that you are really meant to be. That's different for everybody. And it's not to tell you who to be, it's to tell you how to figure out who it is that you are and stuff. I'm me. And the stuff that I do and stuff that I talk about and all this stuff is me. That's me. That's who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not changing who I am. I'm not trying to impress anybody by who I am. I'm just myself. And my truth of who I am is fine with me. I'm not expecting everybody to understand that. I'm not even expecting everybody to celebrate it or think it's a good thing and stuff. You don't have to. But I do. And so the thing is to reach whoever the truth is of who you are, whether that's good, bad, and indifferent, because we've all got a little good, little bad, little indifferent in our lives, is the path that you should set forth, is the one that you should be walking in this life, where so many people are living a lie, and stuff. And many, many people are living a lie, trying to pretend or trying to cover up or whatever, when really you can't really cover up the things that aren't that great about you, and stuff, and just celebrate all the stuff. As much as I celebrate all the stuff that's really good, I don't act like there isn't a part of me that I would like to have improvement on, and stuff. Or there haven't been tough times or painful times and stuff. If I didn't have any pain, I wouldn't know how to even recognize when I have joy, and stuff. And so it's to kind of make sure that all this stuff that you are as a human being, you don't try to cover up and you don't try to lie about. You don't have to tell me, okay? And I don't have to tell you, but I don't lie about who it is that I am. And as I've always said, if you ever meet me or if you ever saw me anywhere, this is the person that you would meet. You wouldn't meet somebody else, okay? This is who I am, and stuff. And I may be a little different when I'm with my family and stuff because I'm more comfortable with them. And we all are probably a little different with our families, depending on your comfort level with your family and stuff. And with my family, I'm very, very much more relaxed and stuff. So with them, I'm a little different. But the truth of who I am is that I celebrate all this stuff about myself. And I want to make sure that when you're coming here, that I'm encouraging you to live your truth, and stuff. Even if it's some things that you may not like about yourself, or stuff that you want to improve, or stuff that you want to be different, or all the great stuff that's about you that you need to actually acknowledge and stop beating yourself up so much and stuff, and acknowledge all that stuff. I want to make sure you do all of that and know there's nothing to be ashamed of about being you. There's nothing for me to be ashamed of about being myself. I had to figure out how to accept this person, to change this person and stuff. You have to love what already is, to change it. You have to love it to be able to lose it. And I just saw a thing not too long ago talking about accepting your body for how it is before you start to lose weight and thinking that that was somehow going to magically change who you were, but you hadn't accepted who you were when you were a person that maybe had more weight or was overweight and stuff. So I had to figure out how to love who I am. The thing is, who I am has brought me a really long way when I think back to some of the things that I've been through and have gone through in my life. Being who I am has brought me all the way here. And, I really like who I am right now and stuff. That doesn't mean I don't need to improve in areas, maybe in a bunch of areas, but really, I like who I am right now and stuff. And I'm just so happy and thrilled about being who I am and living out the truth of my life right now and stuff, and accepting this person before I decide to change, or to maybe drop off some things that maybe I may feel aren't needed anymore and stuff. I thank God for who I am, and stuff. I've come to find out is one of the things I am and discovered, that later on in my life that I was a lot more resilient than I thought I was. I had a lot more capacity for being an overcomer and being strong, and stuff than I thought I did. And I'm not talking about carrying the weight of the world, but I mean the strength to make it through some stuff sometimes, and I've really been thrilled by that discovery and everything. And I've got a bigger capacity for love and for gentleness and for compassion than I ever thought I did. I had a bigger capacity to serve people than I ever thought I had and stuff, So all this stuff, as I'm going along, discovering all these new wonderful discoveries about me and stuff, I'm celebrating that part of myself. Doesn't mean I don't still have places that I need improvement. We all have those. But once you start living as the true you, you can figure out, what, there are these good parts of me, and maybe there are some parts that I want to improve. But if you don't acknowledge it, you can't sort of rid yourself of it. If you don't just kind of accept it for what it is and say, well, these are maybe some areas I need a little improvement in and stuff. You can't really do anything about it. You need to tell the truth and live your truth, and stuff. I celebrate my life every single day, and it's a good life. It's a really wonderful life, and I can't be mad at it. There may be days that I may be like, geez, I just wish this day would hurry up and end, or this problem would go away, or this situation would resolve, or whatever, or I don't have the patience for this today, or I'm really upset by something today and stuff. And that's for everybody. But, those days don't last forever. And I'm not like that all the time. And, most of life isn't sort of a drama here, drama every single moment of life. Most of life is just sort of just going through, and it's maybe a little mundane and boring or whatever, and stuff. But, there's still joy still in that. So I want you to think about, as we keep going on this journey, and I keep talking and talking about different experiences for my life and different things that I'm reading about, because like I say, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, still about a little more about boundaries, and I want to talk more about marriage, and I want to talk more about some things with codependency and things like that, that people might be struggling with and trying to figure out, what's going on here, what's happening, because things aren't the way that I'd like them to be and stuff, and usually that has something to do with us or with who we're allowing in our lives, which really has to do with us and stuff. So telling the truth and being truthful with yourself. You don't have to be truthful with me. You don't have to tell me nothing. It's not my business. But at least being truthful with yourself so you can make some improvement and live a better life. And that's what I want for me. That's what I want for everybody else. I want people who haven't really been down, but haven't really been celebrated and don't know how to celebrate themselves and stuff, to figure out how you celebrate life, whether it's going good or going bad, and stuff. How do you celebrate that? How do you be okay with those situations? And, until the next celebratory moment comes along, and stuff. So we'll be talking about stuff like that in the future. And just for now, just think about it. Think about your truth, the truth of who you are, the truth of your life, the truth of your marriage, the truth of your situation with your kids, your job, whatever that is. Think about your truth and know that it's okay to acknowledge that it's true, even if it's not all good and stuff, because if you don't love it, you can't lose it. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later, and everybody have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.